Hi, my name is Don Haynes, former band director at LBJ High School here in Austin, Texas. I'm glad to be with you today. Thank you for the honor. I'll go down my list of questions that you've provided. What made me decide to tackle this career? I love music, I love teaching, and I love being with people. So those three elements really did fit the narrative for being a band teacher, band director, band conductor. Do you remember a specific experience of where you wished your organization had done differently, or maybe I had done differently? And the one thing that sticks on my mind is I would spend, if I go back and do it over again, I would do a lot less time in the band hall because there's always something that can get done the next day. But I fell into a really bad habit of got to get it done now, got to get it done now. And therefore, I spent way too many hours in the band hall. So that was on me. Number three, what is one piece of practical advice you would give to someone starting out? And it kind of goes back to my second response, and that would be balance. Balance your work and your life goals. Work hard, and then when it's time to go and have fun, go do that, pursue other things, prioritize, and that'll help you avoid burnout and stress. Number four, how do you feel about the statement, we are our own self enemy, our own self's enemy? And I would say, almost everyone that I know in a professional situation has high expectations. And just don't be afraid of failure. Okay? Have high expectations, but learn from your failures. It took me about 5-6 years to learn that as a young band director. So I definitely enjoy sharing that with others, especially my student teachers that I get to work with at Texas Tech and Texas State. So yeah, you're not going to always get it right, but definitely learn from your failures. Number five, what are your most critical changes that we must face for the future of African Americans effectively? That's a good question, and it would take a longer response than I have time for. But I would definitely go straight to communication. You've got to listen to young people. You've got to help them understand your perspective, and then you have to turn around and understand their perspective, because this is such a different world for all the obvious reasons that I won't take time to name. We'll probably discuss that later. But just listen, and then if they know you're listening, then you've got an opportunity to either persuade, encourage, and give them some different perspectives, okay? And again, and it's also about the value system, so you might share that with them too. What's the question you're most tired of hearing on the subject of black greatness? I don't really get that question very often. In my industry, a teacher is a teacher, good teacher, good teacher. However, coming up as a black band director, I remember having that feeling that I needed to prove that I was just as good as everyone else. Then once I got over that, it took me a while. Once I got over that, then it was no longer me having to prove myself, because the music will speak for itself. But that was the industry that I went in. And then the number seven, what is one piece of practical advice I would give someone starting out? In my profession, it would certainly be just definitely set your goals and don't be afraid of making a mistake. I would say go to these two words. Be aware of what's going on in your world. Be aware of how your students and your parents are interacting with you. And then the second word with that awareness is resilience. You're going to have to be resilient. Be strong. Be confident. Find it from somewhere. Find a mentor. Find some friends that can help you with that. So those would be my suggestions for anyone who's starting out, especially coming out of college where you have to take all these courses and everyone expects you to do this and get an A in a class, and then comes real life. So be resilient, stay strong, stay smart, read, have good conversations, and just always be professional when you're in the professional setting. Thank you.